for book sales. Someone's writing a book and they want to try being on the New York Times bestseller list, or even get the most sales out there to have a good number of books sold. What are the 3 or 5 things you would tell, oh, that was a good piece of advice?
From you about personal brand is obviously spot on. I mean, the way I look at books is that is just pillar content. A phrase that we used a lot in our profession is that it's this chunk of material that you've spent so much time on that if you can just derive moments and anecdotes and talking points and paragraphs and tidbits, whatever you want to call it, from that book, that is content, micro content for your social channels. So I think if you want to just tell the world what your book is about, then use that book and share as much as you are comfortable with to show people the nuggets that you're trying to put out into the world. I think that's the easiest path, because if you take the written word from a book, you've got videos, you've got quote cards, you've got articles, you've got podcast episodes, you've got everything. Your goal is to take as much information from that book, repackage it in as many ways as possible, and share it on the platforms where your audience is spending their time. As far as content strategy goes, that's probably the first thing you want to look at and think about is how can I repurpose and repackage the contents of my book for a digital environment. Get in as many rooms as possible, get in as many podcasts as you can, and don't pay attention to the audience, just pay attention to the platform that this person is willing to lend you. You could sit down with someone for an hour and talk about your life and your book. That's going to resonate with folks. Not the whole world's not going to see it, but the famous quote is that you're one piece of content away, and you just never know what's going to take off